To win, you need to win 3 gate cards. It doesn't matter if they're yours or your opponent's. You just need to win 3 gate cards to win the game entirely. First, I want to start by saying that there are 6 attributes in Bakugan. Pyrus, the red Bakugan. Ventus, the green Bakugan. Arcus, the blue Bakugan. Darkest, the black Bakugan. Chaos, the white Bakugan. And Subterra, the brown Bakugan. First, you need 3 Bakugan. In this case, I'll use my Darkest Warriors, Darkest El Condor, and Darkest Hades. Also worth mentioning that all 3 of your Bakugan can be in different attributes. But for this video, I'm going to stick with these 3 Bakugan. You then need 3 gate cards, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze. Gold gate cards, which is also known as character cards, are the type of gate cards that allows a specific Bakugan to gain twice the amount of G-Power bonus. For example, if I have a Darkest Hades and you land on this card, that means instead of gaining 130 G-Power, it will gain 260 G-Power. Here's another example. If I have a Subterra Golem and laying on this card, instead of gaining 50 G-Power, it will gain 100 G-Power. For the silver gate card, which is also known as the normal gate card, there's nothing really special about these type of cards. All they do really is let your Bakugan gain a lot of G's. Here is another example of a silver gate card. The bronze gate card, which is also known as the command gate card, which is a type of gate card that changes how the battle is played. For this bronze gate card, it states that the Bakugan with the lowest G-Power total wins the battle. Which means that if you use this gate card and your Bakugan has 300 G-Power and your opponent Bakugan has 500 G-Power, that means that your Bakugan wins that battle. Here's another example of a bronze gate card, which is known as G-Power Swap, which lets both of the Bakugan switch the G-Power. For example, if my Bakugan has 500 G-Power and the opponent Bakugan has 700 G-Power, then the Bakugan's G-Power switch, and now my Bakugan has 700 G-Power and the opponent Bakugan has 500 G-Power. And finally, you need 3 ability cards, 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 green. For the green ability cards, they usually have effects during the game, whether it be during battle or before or after you roll a Bakugan. For this ability card, which is known as the Doom card, which is a type of ability card that if a Bakugan lose a battle, that means that you cannot use that Bakugan anymore in the entirety of the game. Here's another example of a green card, which is known as the Attractor, which you can use after your opponent rolled and down the Bakugan. For this ability card, it allows you to move your opponent Bakugan from one gate card to another. For the red ability card, it's a type of ability card that you can use before or after you roll a Bakugan. For this ability card, which is known as Try Again, which allows you to reward a Bakugan if your Bakugan is a Pyrus, Chaos, or Subterra. Here's another example of a red ability card, which is known as Throw, which can be used before you roll, which allows you to look at one of the face down gate cards in the arena. For the blue ability cards, they are the type of ability cards that helps boost the power of your Bakugan during battle. For example, in this blue ability card, it's known as Dark Growth, and if you use it during battle, it can help your Chaos Bakugan by gaining 50 G power, your Darkest Bakugan by gaining 80 G power, and your Vintage Bakugan by gaining 50 G power. Here's another example of a blue ability card, which is known as Blaze, which allows a Pyrus Bakugan to gain 80 G power, an Aqua's Bakugan to gain 50 G power, and a Vintage Bakugan to gain 50 G power if used during the battle. To start playing the game, both players need to set the gate cards in the field. For the left player, he needs to set this gate card near the opponent, and for the right player, they need to set their gate card near the left opponent, and they have to be connected to each other. Now, between player left and player right, who gets to roll the Bakugan first? Well, it depends on who is the youngest. Like the example, in player left, if he is the youngest between the two, that means that he's able to roll his Bakugan first. Just a quick side note, if it's your turn, you can place a gate card in the field if you want to, and place it anywhere in the field, as long as if it's connected to the gate card that's already in the field. For example, I can put a gate card and put it right here if I wanted to. Now, if I roll my Bakugan and land on the gate card, and if the opponent rolls their Bakugan and land on the same gate card, both of the Bakugan can battle. For Darkest Hades, he has 730 Gs, while Naga has 450 Gs. For Hades, since he is Darkest, he gets 130 G boost. But since this is his character card, it means that he gets an extra 130 G boost. For this Naga, since it doesn't have an attribute, that means you're probably wondering, then how is he going to get any G power boost? Well, he can get a G power boost based on the highlighted color around the attribute. In this case, the Subterra is highlighted. That means that Naga will get 150 G power boost, which makes the Darkest Hades to have 990 Gs, and Naga has 600 G power. Now I decided to play this ability card, which is known as Doom card. As it says, if a player Bakugan loses this round, the Bakugan then is removed from the game and gets 30 extra G power boost, which makes Darkest Hades to have 1020 G power and win the round. And since I used the Doom card, that means that Naga is removed from the game and cannot be used entirely of the game. Since I have used the Hades gate card and a Doom card ability card, that means I can't use this cards anymore in the entire game, and I put these in the use pile. And since I have used these Darkest Hades, I'm going to put this Bakugan into the use pile. then that's the case, then use the Bakugan you just missed and put it in the use pile. Then that's the case, then you take all 3 of your Bakugan from the use pile and set them into the unused pile. If that's the case, then you get one of your Bakugan just roll and move it into the other gate card that doesn't have a Bakugan in it. If there isn't any gate cards in the field, then you automatically win that gate card. If that's the case, then whoever landed on the gate card first wins the gate card. For example, if El Condor landed on the gate card first, and El Condor and Dragonoid has the same amount of G power at the end of the battle, then El Condor wins the gate card.